Greetings, everyone. This is your friendly neighborhood Stallion Scholar Solstice here, and I am a firm believer of the underrated, the unincluded, the overlooked characters to be in Super Smash Bros. Whether it be from Darkstalkers to characters from Final Fantasy VII, mostly the main ones, and by that it just extends to like one or two characters, to underrated gems like Beautiful Joe or characters who people just overlook because of the popular pick. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Starting off things with familiar territory, Street Fighter. Now, three characters come to mind. Those being Chun-Li, Cammy White, and Akuma. Let's start off with the First Lady of fighting games, Chun-Li. She's been a mainstay in the series since Street Fighter 2. She's been in every Street Fighter game since Street Fighter 2 ever. She's been around as long as the games have been around. Not in the 30-year time span of Street Fighter, but pretty damn close. Yes, I know Ryu is the poster child of the series, and Ken Masters seems to be the more logical pick, but that's for an Echo Fighter for Ryu. If a new Street Fighter representative was going to be made, and I do know this would happen because if I know anything, you really think they would just leave it to a one and done? An Echo Fighter wouldn't take that much time. I know a Street Fighter character is coming. A new Street Fighter character at least, and maybe a few Darkstalkers characters. That's my firm belief. One of them may be an Echo Fighter, but I'll take it. That being said, I really do want Chun-Li into Smash Brothers. I revamped my Smashboards thread for her, and I'll put that along with Morgan's in the link below, in the description below. I really want this to happen, much more so than the other two. Cammy B could be like a semi-echo for Chun-Li if we have to go the echo route. Though I don't think it. Not though I am a definite believer of not every character needs an echo. Mario certainly doesn't. Considering Dr. Mario are completely different characters, even though they have a few movesets that do overlap. But I personally just want at least an assist trophy for Cammy, or her to be seen in some shape or form. Do I think it's going to happen? Yes and no. On one hand, I suspect it to be Smash Brother. I expect it to be as a trophy, and that's it. On the other hand, it could be possible that she could be in Smash Brothers as a Ecto character in the same way that Chrom is an Ecto character. But since she has a very vastly different moveset from Chun-Li, she just might not be in the game at all, and I'm really hoping for the barrel. Who knows? It could happen. Smash Brothers in itself is sort of on the characters that are like a main face. Not the characters that you see all the time and have a large popularity base and are not the face of the characters. But there are some exceptions. Anyway, on to Akuma, Master of the Fist. Goki. This makes a little more sense, considering he's Ryu's rival. He is a villain in Smash Brothers, although I do think if any boss character from Street Fighter is showing up, it's definitely going to be either Sagat or M. Bison. That has to be fact. And people will not discredit me on that one. As for Akuma, he seems like a darn good pick for Smash Brothers. He has a Smash Sports thread, and but I've never seen him in any Smash list. I've never seen him being brought up in conversation as much because of, again, Ken. He's an honest given, really. Speaking of honest givens, Shantae, Gino, Skull Kid, Bandana Waddle Dee. And at least Shadow the Hedgehog are all characters that seem pretty damn likely. Now, jumping from Street Fighter to, let's go for a character that people want to happen but don't think it's going to. Crash Bandicoot. I'm gonna say this outright. It makes sense. He's one of Sony's mascots. There was a battle between him and Mario during the Nintendo 64 days. He is an iconic character. Would he be in Smash? That is not up to me. It's not up to any of us. Do I want it to happen? Hell yes. And speaking of Sony mascots, Spyro as well. But if not those two, at least Sly Cooper, please. Please, Sly Cooper. I would love to play as the Thievius Raccoon. Sega. Oh, Sega. I would go for Virtua Fighter, but I don't know jack junk about Virtua Fighter, and, well, good lord, I'm not going to try. So, aside from Shadow, Knights is one I really hope happens because he's one I actually voted for in the Smash ballot. It didn't happen, but it'd be cool. There was actually a ton of characters that got some Smash Bros. Love during the time of the ballot. I remember going on to DeviantArt and checking like crazy. There was pleas for Ashley, Arale, not Arale, the painting girl from Kirby and the Crystal Stars. Her name escapes me at the moment. Characters like Rayman had a hefty balance. People really want some of these characters in Smash. Rayman's popularity must have boosted because of Artsy Omni and that leak he made. Seriously, dude, next time you do anything like that ever again, people are gonna immediately know. When he first did it, I thought, here's how you keep a good light going. You don't tell anybody. You don't out yourself yet. You out yourself once the confirmation has already been made. Or at some point, you out yourself once at a point in time it's escalated to the point that even Nintendo has to step in and say something and have to discredit it by saying fake, but it's a darn good fake, and then you say, "You're right, it's fake. I made it." That's just my opinion, honestly. As for me, once again, I'm going back to another Capcom character because, well, okay, let me face it, I have an entire list that's mostly Capcom characters. And I'm going to list them off now. Chun-Li, Cammy, Akuma, Tronbon from Mega Man Legends, Batsu from Rival Schools, Asura from Asura's Wrath, whose Smash Boards thread I really need to do. Zhuzh it up, make it look presentable, tell people about the character as well. Sansan the third, you know that monkey chick from Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Yeah, she's from the Sansan series. Roll, who is honestly the only Mega Man representation other besides the Blue Bomber himself who could have a single chance of getting into Smash Brothers because Zero X, Volnut, Star Force, Space, and Proto Man are completely off the table. Atabaratsu from Okami, Captain Commando, who I really hopes get in because he was also one of my picks for the Smash ballot. Earthworm Jim, my second vote for the Smash ballot. He's not even a Capcom character. He was my second vote. My second damn vote. The second character I voted for in Super Smash Bros. 4 was Earthworm Jim. He was the character that I voted for. My second character. The argument I made at the time was that he's cartoony, he's wacky, he's beloved, he's zany. He fits everything about Smash Brothers. And that is still damn true today. That is still damn true to this day. I would love to see the character in. Beautiful Joe. And to the go-go, baby! Ah, yes, the Red Cyclone Wonder himself, the Tokigetsu hero himself, Beautiful Joe. Do I expect him to be in? No. Do I want him in? Yes. Would it make me happy? Oh, big time. And to the go-go, baby. And the others are basically characters that, again, are not from Capcom, but still have presence. To me, anyway. Marina Lightyear from the Nintendo 64 game Mischief Makers. A name that will probably ring true for a few people. I myself only know the character because of Screw Attack and their video game Vault series that really wish they would bring back in some way, shape, or form because it was cool. I know it's retired, but it was a great way to know about games of the past that people don't know about. And then there's my picks for characters from fighting games I've been getting into mostly. I've already stated characters that I want that are mascot characters, but one I was really hoping for still happens to this friggin' day that I know will never ever happen. It's the loser from Canada himself, because he's not a video game character. He can't work. Scott Pilgrim. Yes, I know he's not a video game character. Yes, I know his game never got released to a Nintendo console. Yes, I know. Again, he's not a video game character. He's a graphic novel character. Yes, I know. he would have no chance either way. But on the presence that he is an homage to video games itself and takes heavy influence from Nintendo, and heck, the the franchise could be in and of itself could be in the River City Ransom universe just in 2010, and it would make perfect sense. No one would discredit it. It's just be taken in Canada instead of some street in Japan or Korea or some lowbrow district of New York or something. He makes more sense as a character that actually fits than a certain somebody who shall remain nameless. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. And then there's Tekken. Heihachi Mishima. For those of you who don't know, Heihachi Mishima was considered for Super Smash Bros. 4, but during development he was cut due to difficulties with his moveset implementing it in. So instead, as a bit of a consolation prize, he was relegated as a Mii costume. He was supposed to be in. He was definitely supposed to be in Smash Brothers. Well, I think he'll be in now. God, I hope so. God, I hope so. God, I hope so. His Echo fighter would obviously be his son, Jin Kazama. Who else? You can think of any other characters that would fit Super Smash Brothers that have a presence in Tekken besides him? Anyways, from SNK, for me, it's Mai Shiranui, Terry Bogard, and Rock Howard. I know you can make the case for Kyo Kusanagi, but the three more popular characters of that bit are Mai Shiranui, who is the Ninjutsu Flame Warrior, Terry Bogard, the face of the King of Fighters and Fatal Fury, and Rock Howard, Garo Mark of the Wolves, and Geese Howard's son. Who is in Tekken 7. Speaking of which, Akuma's in Tekken 7 too. And I didn't know the dude had a soft side. Uh-huh. Go figure. I thought the dude was just an emotionless, relentless killing machine. It surprises you about certain characters. Anyways, as for my Darkstalkers picks, Morgan Ainsland, Felicia the Cat, John Talbane, Lilith Ainsland, and Dmitry Maximoff and QB. All 6 characters that I've made a moveset for. For Lilith, she's an Echo Fighter for Morrigan. I want these to happen because Darkstalkers has recently become my favorite franchise. A franchise that I love dearly. And thanks to the Nostalgic Gamer of YouTube, who I truly love for making such an amazing character breakdown of who they are, their place in their story, and their appeal. I love Darkstalkers. It's atmospheric. I love its characters, and I got enthralled into it. These characters I would love to see in Smash Brothers. I'm still a little iffy on Dimitri. Although yes, he might be a protagonist. He might be the overall mascot of the franchise, but he has that Midnight Bliss form that people might use against him, which I can understand. For Morrigan, it's her appearance, but again, Bayonetta is a thing in Smash Brothers, and the only character I can think of that could be in Smash Brothers from Soul Calibur is, take a guess. It's either going to be three characters: Siegfried, Nightmare, or Ivy Valentine. Take your pick. Who do you think is going to be in Smash? If it were to happen in any possibility, in any way possible. And from Fighting EX Slayer, well, it has to be the one and only character that I'm able to recognize. Skullomania. And that's because they just recognize the character. And he's kooky. And in terms of Pokemon that are underrated, well, for me, if it's a Gen 7 character, I'm gonna have to pick. The final evolution of Bounsweet. Gardevoir, and my personal pick, Machamp. As for Nintendo, well, I would go with Luigi. But you punk ass bastards ruined that one. Thank you for harassing Masahiro Sakurai, you unrelenting Luigi fans. That's how you get a character not in a game, bozos. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do that. That's how you fuck up. That's how you fuck up. Okay? That's how you mess up. Don't do that. That's wrong, rude, and completely obnoxious. So instead, and no, I'm not going for Captain Toad. I'm going for a character from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Lord Fafo. I am Fury! And recent updates have made me believe that there's so much evidence for Shantae being in Smash. There's so much evidence for Skull Kid to be in Smash. Personally, Skull Kid's my pick. You never know who's under a mask. Hmm. Anyways, to conclude, these are the characters that I want in Smash Brothers mostly. But before I go, let me give you my reasons for the Darkstalker characters. Chun-Li and my reasoning for my more ridiculous pick, Beautiful Joe. For Morrigan, she's basically what keeps Darkstalkers from going into obscurity completely. She's been in every Marvel vs. Capcom game, every Capcom crossover game, period, because there hasn't been a Darkstalkers game since 1997, and I hear slight whispers of a new Darkstalkers game. Don't tease me, Capcom! Don't tease me, and don't ruin it like you did Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Don't tease me, Capcom! Don't you dare tease me. It's just my hope that burns with 1,000 suns. For Felicia, she's my favorite Darkstalkers character. I love her. She's cute. She's the only Darkstalkers character to have somewhat of a decent ending in Smash in Darkstalkers, because sheesh, a lot of characters don't have a lot of decent endings. I mean, have you seen Darkstalkers? It gets depressing, but slightly hopeful. You root for these characters that either to succeed or fail, hope they get what they want, and hope they achieve something in the end. That's what I like about it. I hope for some of these characters. Anyways, Jean Talbot. You're gonna just look me straight in the eye and tell me that a kung fu fighting werewolf who uses nunchucks and able to shoot fire dragons isn't cool. From that, he's a very interesting and stoic character that I would love to be put in Smash Brothers, because Smash Brothers doesn't have a lot of gothic-like characters or characters that fit a spooky tone. There's not a lot of characters that fit that tone of spooky or have that aura about them. Castlevania's Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont are in the right direction, and the Castlevania stage is a step in the right direction. For that, Darkstalkers would be just the next logical choice, or at least Skull Kid, who just comes off as, but he more comes off as a disturbing, crazy character more than a character that's gothically creepy. And no, Pokemon fans, Gothitelle doesn't count. She really doesn't. Dmitry Maximoff. If you have a vampire hunter, it only makes sense to give him a vampire. Dmitry Maximoff is a prideful, kingly character that would fit well in Smash Brothers. For his appearance and charm are the many things on why I love him. The character would be amazing to see in Super Smash Brothers. Onarita. QB. I'll say it. There is no insect like fighters or bug types in Smash Brothers. There's no bug type Pokemon in Smash Brothers. Hell, there's no bug type Pokemon in terms of Pokemon summons, except if you count Stunspore. Hell, there's no crappy Goldeen version, the crappy Magikarp Pokemon bug type. Dunsparce. But nobody, and I mean nobody, wants Dunsparce in Smash. Nobody wants Dunsparce. And having a character that's bug-like, creepy, and overall cool-looking would be interesting. And I know the more logical pick for someone to choose would be either Scizor, Scyther, Kabutops, or Galvantula, or a character with a more spider set in tone would be more fitting, like Ariados. But I'm going with QB because, well, it's a B, and it fits the setting a little bit more. It fits the setting of what I was expecting. A character that is a little unworldly, a little out of place. Well, that's not true. Every Darkstalkers character fits Darkstalkers. It was the only place you would actually see a cute B-like character. And she has the qualities I'm looking for. And plus, it would be interesting to see her in Smash Brothers. Since she doesn't get a lot of love outside of crossover games, and I would love to see her. For any other Darkstalkers characters, I did have Hisenko, the Jianshi being Chinese vampire, or Baby Bonnie Hood, who, from what I've seen from a Smash Brothers video on YouTube, who wanted Peach to be more innocent, who wanted a more innocent facade. Dude, Baby Bonnie Hood is definitely the person you're looking for, who hides a childlike whimsy innocence as a facade. It's all an illusion to her because she's an assassin. That's what you're looking for. Something that fits, that seems playfully innocent, but actually deviously creepy and evil. That is what you're looking for. And Baby Bonnie Hood, or Boletta, fits that to a T. Seriously. Seriously, she fits that to a damn T. It's what you're looking for. It really is. I didn't put these characters in much thought because I didn't think they'd be viable picks, and even in her own franchise, in her own series, Baby Bonnie Hood isn't that much of a popular character compared to Hisenko, QB, Felicia, Morgan, Lilith. And John. Those characters are a little more interesting than what we've seen, than what I've just said. Other than that, there's Beautiful Joe. Well, if I can't have Scott Pilgrim in Smash Brothers, I might as well have his video game equivalent. While Scott Pilgrim is a movie character that fights like a video game character, Scott Beautiful Joe is the exact opposite. He's a video game character that fights like a movie character. Their fights feel like they belong in different mediums. Scott, for example, fights as if he's a fighter in a video game or in a beat 'em up. Beautiful Joe fights wouldn't feel out of place out of one of those old classic kung fu movies. These characters fit their niches well, and well. They are very interesting characters because they're quite the same in a lot of aspects. And that's what I like. And that's what I hope for. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. This is your friendly neighborhood Stallion Scousels signing off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell because YouTube's algorithm is sucky. And considering that this website crashed, they went, oops. 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 Yeah, YouTube, fix your shit. See ya.